A Good Day to Die. What 276 executions taught a death row chaplain about life. Written by Carina Bergfeldt. Narrated by Rebecca Cade. For Jim, thank you for sharing your life with me. Our last conversation, December 2021. Maybe you should wait until I'm dead to publish this book. I don't know why it feels so important to have a record of this, but I glance down to make sure the dictaphone is still running. I then turn to him in the brown leather recliner where he has spent hour after hour, day after day, surrounded by the decorations his wife has put up. There are 9 faux Christmas trees of varying sizes in this room alone. What makes you say that? He looks up at the wooden cross on the wall, an object he has told me several times now was made by a prisoner, and hesitates for a moment before he answers. I'm a man of God. The confidences I've broken, the things I've done, everything I've told you. I'm not sure how people will feel about all that. I just think it might be for the best if I'm not around when it comes out. Our first conversation. July 2013. Pastor Jim Brazzil looks down at the stack of pancakes the waitress has just served us. They're drenched in whipped cream and piled high with strawberries. The hash browns are swimming in grease, as is the mound of bacon. But that isn't all. We also have scrambled eggs, an omelet, 2 mugs of hot coffee, and a couple of large lemonades with plenty of ice, Texas style. He laughs and asks whether we're really going to eat all of this. I assure him that we are. I met Jim Brazzil for the first time at a Denny's in the city of Huntsville, Texas. I've come to the U.S. to work on a series of articles under the heading of A Week with Death for the Swedish newspaper Aftonbladet. And as we sit down, only a few hours have passed since I met Von Ross, a death row inmate at the Polinsky unit. Ross has 7 days left to live, and I plan to spend the week leading up to his execution meeting with people whose work brings them into contact with the death penalty in various ways. The pastor in front of me, a retired prison chaplain, is one of them. My conversation with Ross, who was sentenced to death for double homicide, is still weighing heavily on my mind as we sit down to eat. I told the pastor that he and I had talked about books and that he had just finished The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I shared that I had recently read another title by the same author, The Devil and Miss Prim, about a man who offers the inhabitants of a town a chest full of gold in exchange for selecting one person to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?